Hello and welcome back to Champions and Beyond. I am running a little bit behind, I know that, but we are finally going to undertake on camera the first of FFG's weekly one-shots. Now, played this a few times, played it multiplayer several times. This is a really fun scenario. So the challenge is called The Ground is Lava. We are playing against Green Goblin, the Mutagen Formula, and we are using the flight modular encounter set from Next Evolution. So we're set up here, we've got two throughout on the main. He has the flight environment, the flight attachment already attached to him. We have a Goblin Thrall in play. The other special rule for this scenario was, one, we had to use a hero that either was aerial or had the ability to go aerial. We have chosen Phoenix here. We've gone for an aggression build, and if ever we have to flip down to alter ego, we have to take 2 points of damage. I believe the rules actually said 2 points of indirect damage. So we've shuffled up the decks, we've shuffled up Phoenix's deck. Let's see what we get to start. So 6 cards. Psylocke I like. Side bow attacks, pretty good. Oh, we've got double. We've got the scimitar. Plus I've got the resource, so bring her in, we could confuse. I think what we're going to do is we're going to keep this open in hand. Yeah, so we're going to spend a double to put in the scimitar. Let's get some ready exhaust tokens out. We are going to flip up. We're going to spend 3 and 1 resource from the Unleashed, one of her counters, to bring in Psylocke. We're going to use the scimitar to deal 2 damage to the Goblin, and then we're going to do the other damage to get rid of the Goblin Thrall. We're going to have Psylocke, who has 2 counters on her. To remove a counter. Take a damage. Yeah. So we're going to take a damage. She's going to deal a damage to Green Goblin, and we're going to confuse him. We spent a counter, so let's ready back up. That wasn't a bad first turn, I don't think. 3, 4, 5. We've got a lot of... We have a lot of Phoenix's cards, but we do have Psychic Blast. We could potentially Psychic Assault and Psychic Blast next turn. But let's get that far first. We're going to add 1 threat onto the main. He's going to attack us for 2, 3. We're going to let this one go through, I think. So, and the Goblin Soldier comes into play. Apologies for the quick pause in this video. I did notice later on in the video that
at this point I should have triggered the force response on Green Goblin's main scheme and added a threat to the main scheme. Overall, I don't think this has any effect on the end result of the game, so but it was just a quick pause to let you know that we do notice later on.
We get down to 6. We get an encounter card, which is another Goblin Thrall. Okay. So now we can't do that unless we Psychic Assault first. So we're going to spend 2 resources to Psychic Assault to get rid of the guard. We're then going to spend 1 counter, going down to 2. To do a Psychic Blast and deal 4 damage to Green Goblin, taking him down to 11. Don't think we're going to worry about this guy just yet. With that second one, we will swing the Scimitar. And we will do 2 damage to this guy because we don't want him hanging around too long. I think Psylocke isn't going to do anything this turn. We are going to thwart for 3. And then flip down. We take the 2 damage. We're down to 4. And I think that's going to be it. Six cards. Let's see what we get. So we've got Utopia. We've got Professor X. We've got Wolverine though. We could get Wolverine in. Oh, we want to keep either a Psychic Assault or a Side Bow. Probably a Side Bow, because that does 4 damage. So we could do that and do a Side Bow and trigger all that. So that's not bad. That's not bad. We've readied up, so we're going to add 1 threat onto the main. Green Goblin is confused, but the Goblin Soldier is going to scheme for 1. We're going to get an encounter card, which is another Goblin Soldier. So what we're going to do is we're going to heal up. So we're going to go up to 7. That does add another counter. We're going to flip up and we're going to do exactly what I said originally. So I think we're going to keep the Side Bow. So we're going to spend 4 for Wolverine. He is going to attack for 3 and take this guy out. We're not going to worry about that guy. We're going to use Psylocke and use her last counter to confuse Goblin again. She's going to attack, take him down to 10. Now we're going to spend 1 of our counters and Utopia to do a Side Bow attack. which we will do on Green Goblin. Take him down to 6. And we're going to trigger Scimitar to do 2 damage to the soldier. Ready for Wolverine next turn. She should have another damage. So let's ready back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cards. Oh, I quite like White Hot Room. And Endurance as well would be good. We're losing Storm. A bit and ah about Storm. I like the idea of her, but it's hard to get her out and trigger the team up card. I've still put her in, but I'm not sure how useful that's going to be this turn. So we're going to add 1 threat onto the main, taking that up to 3. He's going to attack and Psylocke is going to block, so he attacks for 3, 4. She takes 1 and we get 3 overkill. So down to 4. The soldier takes us down to 3. So that's that. For that turn we get bad card, which is Hysteria. So giving him extra boost cards. We might be okay. What do we have? We've got Cyclops. We have that one. I think we're okay for a turn. So Wolverine is going to heal for 1, but then he's going to attack for 3 to take this guy out. So that was good for Wolverine. We are going to spend 2 to put White Hot Room out. We're then going to spend Cyclops to put out Endurance, which will give us 3 health. We are going to Thwart for 3 and clear off the main scheme. And then we're going to flip down. We would take the 2 damage, but we're going to use White Hot Room to heal 2 damage straight away. So that leaves us on 5. We do get an extra counter for healing. So yeah, 1, 2, 6, and end of our turn. Draw up 6 cards. Fortunately, I want to burn through some of these. Should want to do that. We can probably get rid of that. We could play Telepathy. We could use Telepathy. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's wait. Let's see. So, going to add 1 onto the main. Green Goblin would scheme, but he is confused. We're going to get a bad card, which is Goblin Nation. Each goblin gets +1 attack. So, 2 on there. Right. Which one's Telepathy? Is that damage, or is that the schemy one? Remove 2 threats, so that's perfect if we can do that. I think we're just short of doing everything we want to do, but we will do what we need to do. So, Wolverine heals 1 at the start of the turn. We're going to use White Hot Room to heal for 2. Take us up to 8. We're not going to heal, we're going to... Actually, we are going to heal. Take us up to 11. Just because there's no real point in thwarting 3 at the minute. We are going to spend... We want to keep hold of that. We want to do that. We need to do that. This is just spend, isn't it? Yeah, so we will spend the aggressive energy and the mind control to get rid of Hysteria. We are going to use Soul Sisters to play Telepathy. And then we're going to spend our Genius to remove 2 threat and get rid of the side scheme. We're not going to use Wolverine this turn. We healed, so we should have added an extra counter. We're going to keep hold of the Cybo attack. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, because we've got 1 in hand. Okay, so let's really back up. We either have the Psychic Blast, but we also have Psychic Assault and Cybo attack. So possibly a Psychic Assault might be worthwhile to confuse. Let's see. We're going to add 1 back onto the main. Goblin is going to attack. We're just going to take this one. So he's attacking for 3, 4. Taking us down to 7. We get an encounter card, which is another Goblin Thrall. So yeah, that's that. Over to us. Wolverine is going to heal for 1, then attack the Thrall and take him out. We are going to Sidebow does 4, that also does 4, so really let's do... Yeah, we want to get him confused, so we're going to spend 2 to do a Psychic Assault, dealing 3 damage, taking him down to 3. We are going to trigger the Scimitar, take him down to 1. We do confuse him when we do that. We're going to punch for 1. Take him down to 0. He is going to come back with 18 hit points. 2 encounter cards. So we will spend one of our counters to do a Psychic Blast and deal 4 damage. Down to 14. We still have so many counters. What we're going to do, we are going to flip down. We take 2, but we use White Hot Room to heal 2. So we're staying on 7. But he is confused, so I think we're safe to do that. Hopefully we get a load of damage in our hand. I don't really want to heal anymore because I don't want to add more counters. We want to go all out attack ASAP now. So we do have Rise from the Ashes. We do have Phoenix Firebird as well. And Telekinetic Attack. So we also have the X Gene though. That's not double. So we could get the X Gene out. Yeah, we've got a couple of options there. Right. So we're going to add 1 threat on. He is confused. So we're up to 3 on the main. We're now going to have 3 encounter cards. So our first encounter card is High Ground. So we take 2 indirect damage down to 5. And there are no tough status cards, so we're fine. Our second card is the Goblin Glider, which gives him another +1, but it's okay, it's survivable. He then has Assault, which is going to surge into Wicked Ambitions. So, X cards. Double the villain stage number, so 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. No goblins. Perfect. So we don't have to take any damage. We're going to heal for 2. Up to 7. Wolverine heals for 1. We are going to spend a downtime to play the X Gene. So it's not right there, but that's fine. We will look at that later. So we are going to flip up. We are going to thwart for 3 to make a start there. We are going to spend the X Gene to do Phoenix Firebird. We're going to spend a counter to ready. We're then going to use 1 and Power of the Mind to play Rise from the Ashes. That is a silent card, so we are going to use the Scimitar, take him down to 12. We're going to leave the attack on. We're going to punch him for 1. Spent a counter, so we are down to 1 counter. Punching for 1, he's down to 11. We're not going to trigger Wolverine this turn. So we're going to let him hit us for a big attack and see if we rise from the ashes. 2, 3, 4. We have the Phoenix suit. We've got a lot of resources. We can get rid of some threat. We can use the aggressive energy. No, we do the Phoenix suit and play a telekinetic attack, I think, by the looks of it. So we should be good, providing we survive. We are going to put 1 threat on. He's going to attack us for 2, 3, 4, 5. We're down to 2. We get an encounter card, which is Death from Above. So he is now going to attack us. We are going to defend. Not that it really matters. But he's attacking for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from Death from Above. And just for 6. We defended for 2, so we take 4. We're going to trigger Rise from the Ashes. What did I do with stage 1 of Green Goblin? There we go. Put that to one side. So we ready, and we set our hit points back to our usual. Now, one thing I've just realised, I haven't been adding 1 threat every time he's attacked and damaged. We've been so low on threat, I don't think it's going to matter, but what's that, 4 attacks? I'll go back and look, but we're going to up that to 5. I don't think, we've never been up close to the threat threshold, so I don't think that's really going to matter. But that's what we're going to do. So we're going to spend 2 to put in the Phoenix suit, which does now give us aerial. We're going to keep Power of the Mind. What we're going to do is we're going to spend the X gene. We're going to spend our final counter, which will flip us to Unleashed. And we're going to spend an aggressive energy to do a telekinetic attack, which now deals 9 damage. And it has overkill, but we've got no minions. So 9 damage. Takes him all the way down to 2. Down to 2. Wolverine should heal for 1 at the start. We're going to trigger the scimitar, which takes him out. We then punch for 3. Wolverine then punches for 3. We've still got double in hand. We could remove 2 threat to bring this down to 3. And that's it. So that was a very quick win. We're going to say for now, thank you for watching and happy gaming.